Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Broadway Act 1 finales that didn't have to go that hard.
Jesus said, I'll do it! And he took it on the chin. It manned up.
For this list, we'll be looking at the most notable songs that blow our minds before bringing about intermission. Act 1 finales are often narratively significant, so consider this your spoiler alert. Can you think of any numbers that go harder than our picks? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10. Everybody Say Yeah, Kinky Boots.
Well, boss, is this what you had in mind?
Yeah!
From a show inspired by the true story of a struggling shoe factory, this Act 1 closer is a celebration of the business's first pair of niche footwear.
Ow, Papa's got a brand new shoe. A life of broken heels got you down.
We've got your solution!
While it's no surprise that a song written by musical talent Cyndi Lauper would be a hit, the dance break is what really sets this number apart. The choreography features many performers and takes advantage of the conveyor belts in the set. The extra element of movement adds a wonderful amount of excitement, while the inclusion of Lola's Angels ensures a little flair. For a song about constructing footwear, it's certainly over the top, but they're not just any basic boring shoes, so we wouldn't have it any other way.
Everybody, everybody, everybody say yeah, yeah, yeah.
Number 9. Ever After, Into the Woods.
And it came to pass, all that seemed wrong was now right. The kingdoms were filled with joy, and all those that deserved to were certain to live a long and happy life. Ever after.
Retellings of classic fairy tales aren't uncommon, but Stephen Sondheim's musical amalgamation sets itself apart with realism and really good music. While the second act is a disenchanted continuation of popular children's stories, the beginning is a more faithful retelling of the original source materials. The happily ever afters most of us are familiar with come to pass during the end of the first act.
There were constant disillusions, but they never lost their nerve, and they reached the right conclusions.
And we got what we deserve.
The entire company joins in song and dance with quick rhythms, strong harmonies, and overlapping melodies. The cast then calls back to the opening number in unison.
To kill the wolves, to conquer the kingdom, to have, to rent, to get, to save, to kill, to keep, to go to the festival, into the woods.
Considering the consequences that are to come later on, the characters' energetic assertion that they're happy now is probably made too soon. Still, the moment itself is unforgettable.
To be continued.
Number 8. Sunday. Sunday in the Park with George.
Remember George.
Order! Design.
Following up one song by composer Stephen Sondheim with another, this pick is well known in the world of musical theater. The number comes from a show inspired by a Sunday afternoon on the island of La Grande Jatte, a painting by Georges Seurat. It acts as a staged adaptation of the tableau, and Sondheim's interpretation of the famous work has become iconic in its own right. The song has grown to be emblematic of more than just a pointillism painting, bringing it to life in a moving manner.
In this show, it was the word forever. In Sunday, I was suddenly moved by the contemplation of what these people would have thought if they'd known they were being immortalized.
It represents the struggle of the artist from the composer's perspective, marking the end of the story's first half with truly masterful music and lyrics. Number 7. So Much Better, Legally Blonde.
You said my name up on that list. Does someone know that I exist?
Bubbly, ambitious, and typically donning pink, the character of Elle Woods perfectly translates from the screen to the stage.
Do you remember when we spent those 4 amazing hours in the hot tub after winter formal?
Yeah, no.
This is so much better than that!
In the Broadway adaptation of the 2001 film, the leading lady carries most of the show with one number after another, often accompanied by her own Greek chorus. This moment finds her getting awarded Callahan's internship alongside Warner and Vivian.
I've gone on to better things, better jobs or figuring. I don't have the time to cry. I'm too busy loving my name up on that list. Kind of a cool, ironic twist.
Her goal of marriage with her ex is getting further and further out of reach. Yet the song sees Elle finding a new source of validation in her academic and professional successes, and letting her mom know. Calling a parent with good news always feels satisfying, but her enthusiasm really shines through each lyric, and the result is infectious.
There'll be fun.
Number 6. Anything Goes. Anything Goes.
And we've often rewound the clock since the Puritans got a shock when they landed on Plymouth Rock.
Debuting in 1934, this musical theater classic makes multiple references to the pop culture of the time. Yet, Anything Goes continues to feel relevant, with observations regarding a society's changing values. Set on the deck of a ship with performers dressed as sailors, the theatrical visuals create an exciting sense of travel.
Good authors too, who once knew better words, now only use 4-letter words, writing prose. Anything goes.
The number, led by nightclub singer Reno Sweeney, has witty lyrics, a catchy melody, and an epic dance break which sets it over the edge. The show itself has been revived more than once, with icons Patti LuPone and Sutton Foster each having a Broadway run as the leading lady. When you combine the tune's clever quips with that kind of star power, it exemplifies what musical theater should be. Number 5. La Vie Boheme. Rent.
This is Calcutta. Bohemia is dead.
Dearly beloved, we gather here to say our goodbye.
This jubilant ode to the bohemian lifestyle is divided into 2 sections by the duet I Should Tell You just before intermission. Both Part A and B take place at the Life Cafe following Maureen's performance. The whole company, including Benny, is present, and the landlord insults his former roommates by claiming Bohemia is no more. In response, the diverse group of artists defend their free-spirited lifestyle.
To being an us for once instead of a them. La Vie Boheme.
The name alludes to La Boheme, an Italian opera which served as inspiration for the rock musical. The lyrics are full of alliteration and cultural references, often pushing the envelope by bringing up something taboo.
Bisexuals, homo sapiens, carcinogens, hallucinogens, men, Pee Wee Herman, German, white turpentine, Gertrude Stein, Antonioni, Bertolucci, Kurosawa, Carmina, Burana.
Proud and empowered, it's an anthem for everyone, but especially those who are left out by mainstream society.
Viva la vie boheme!
Number 4. Non-stop. Hamilton.
Even though we started at the very same time, Alexander Hamilton began to climb. How to account for his rise to the top? Man, the man is non-stop.
Lin-Manuel Miranda's In the Heights makes a huge impression before intermission.
Fireworks, fireworks, fly in the night sky.
But But the first act finisher from his historical Broadway hit is too impressive to ignore. As the longest number in the show, Non-Stop is narratively complex and absolutely striking. It notably sets the characters up for their lives in a young America as politicians, while Angelica moves across the pond. Amid all this change is Alexander Hamilton, writing Non-Stop. He solidifies his legacy as a founding father and Federalist with his pen.
How do you write like you're running out of time? Write day and night like you're running out of time. Every day you fight like you're running out of time. Like you're running out of time. Like you're running out of time. How do you write like tomorrow will arrive?
Additionally, the song marks the moment Washington asks him to run the Treasury Department.
Treasury. Let's go.
The number accomplishes all this and more while referencing past tunes like Satisfied and My Shot.
People never be satisfied, satisfied,
History
satisfied.
Writing has never sounded so epic or frenzied.
Alexander Hamilton, just you I am not throwing away my shot!
Number 3, Defying Gravity, Wicked.
Something has changed within me. Something is not the same.
After realizing the wizard is up to no good, Elphaba decides to fight the injustice coming from behind the curtain.
Some things I cannot change, but till I try, I'll never know. Too long I've been afraid of losing love, I guess I've lost.
She and Glinda are confronted with their conflicting work and have to part, with the former fleeing on a broomstick. For an audience familiar with the Wicked Witch of the West, it's satisfying to see her finally take flight. The moment is also exciting from a performance perspective.
I'm the one you want! It's me! It's me! So if you can't find me, look to the western sky!
Suspended above the rest of the company with her cape flowing behind her, Elphaba ends the first act on a high note, both literally and figuratively.
Tell them how I am defying gravity. I'm flying, defying gravity.
As far as we're concerned, this soul-stirring number is one of the most iconic ones in contemporary musical theater. There is a reason it's considered the signature song from Wicked, after all. Number 2, One Day More, Les Miserables.
One day more, another day, another destiny, this never-ending road to Calvary.
When considering musical Act 1 finales, it's almost impossible not to recall this massive number from the stage adaptation of Victor Hugo's classic novel. The overlapping melodies and distinct vocal groups make for a chilling result, transporting the audience into the show's world in a hauntingly beautiful manner. We're engrossed in each person's story and struggle, feeling what they do. And as the characters make their various preparations, their voices weave together so tightly it's easy to forget they're preparing for the Paris uprising.
My place is here, I fight with you. One day more, we will join these people's heroes, we will follow where they go.
With nearly every cast member contributing, the choral arrangement leaves a strong impression well after it's over. We know it's impossible to sing every part at once, but that doesn't mean we won't try. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Don't Rain on My Parade, Funny Girl. It's essentially the iconic Fanny Brice's elevated version of Rain, Rain, Go Away.
Don't tell me not to fly, I simply got to. If someone takes a spill, it's me and not you. Who told you you're allowed to rain on my parade? I'll march my band out, I'll beat my drum.
All I Ask of You reprise, The Phantom of the Opera. The Phantom eavesdrops and doesn't like what he hears, but his response is moving. You Will Be Found, Dear Evan Hansen. Evan's speech goes viral and gives us chills. Everything's Coming Up Roses, Gypsy. Abby Lee Miller couldn't handle this stage mom, but we're big fans.
Mama is gonna see it catching up like the lights. We got nothing to hit but the heights. I can tell, wait and see.
Till we reach that day, Ragtime. Death is grieved and injustice is called out in a powerful number. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. And I Am Telling You I'm Not Going, Dreamgirls. Putting aside the group numbers, duets, and dance breaks, this is a solo with star-making power. The soulful Torch song is performed by Effie White as things with manager Curtis Taylor Jr. come to an end. She demonstrates the strength of her love, will, and voice through song. The melody is powerful with plenty of opportunities for the singer to show off their vocal chops. Jennifer Holliday, who originated the role on Broadway, and Jennifer Hudson, who made her film debut as Effie, each slayed their renditions, making waves and capturing everyone's attention. Their performances take the song to the edge, and while they didn't have to go that hard, we are sure glad they did. Agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Ms. Mojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.